that fair to say?
Yeah, absolutely. We'll be playing the Cotton Bowl.
And what can you say about your future beyond that at Ohio State?
I think a lot of us are, trying to navigate that right now, and I think a lot of us are really close to, making a decision and announcing it. So I think here, in the next couple of weeks, you'll see a lot of guys' decisions on what the future holds.
Absolutely got to play in the Cotton Bowl. Why'd you say it that way?
We got to go. We got to go out the right way, and it's unfortunate that we couldn't, finish the season the way we wanted to with the last game for our seniors and guys, deserved it. So, we need to really go out, with a good win and put on a good performance and send guys out the right way.
Haunt it may not be the right term, but does that last game haunt you a little bit? I mean, Jack, as an individual, just falling short again against that team. I mean, how would you explain to somebody? You think about it a lot, I guess.
Yeah, I'd be lying to you if I told you I don't think about it a lot. When you work all year for one game and you fall short, it's tough. Especially when it's 3 years in a row. So yeah, I wouldn't necessarily say haunt, just because we don't want to give them that satisfaction. But yeah, no, it hurts. There's nothing you can do about it now, and it just sucks.
Jordan said a lot of you guys made the decision to play this game together as a group. When did those discussions happen, and I guess what was the conversation like? It happened immediately once we knew where we were going, and really we were just all talked about finishing the season and going out, because we don't know what a lot of guys are going to do after this year, and we wanted to, in case some guys leave or whoever leaves, we want to send guys out the right way and play together one last time and give it all we got, and for Columbus and the state of Ohio, give all the fans and people, a reminder that we still had a good year and that this team's not done.
Yeah, you're 11-1, beat Notre Dame, you beat Penn State, you lost one possession game to the number one team in the country on the road, a game that could have obviously gone the other way, and yet a lot of people will see the season as a failure or at least not a success. How hard is that? Is that a fair judgment? What do you guys think of that?
Yeah, it's unfortunate, but that's what we signed up for. The game means everything to us and everything to the people in Ohio. I lived it growing up in Columbus, so I probably took it just as hard as anybody else would, and it like I said, it just sucks, and there's nothing you can do but move on, and keep working and try to finish the season out the right way.
You mentioned that you lived it growing up in Ohio, but a lot of guys on this team didn't. Do you think that's something you guys have to work through at all in terms of getting back on top of the rivalry? Yeah,
I think we do a great job of it. I really do. And, guys like myself and Ty Hamilton and Sonny and Zoe, who grew up in Columbus, we naturally feel it a little more, I can remember being a kid in like 5th grade wearing a Buckeyes jersey to school and talking trash with some kids that maybe a team of North fans. So we definitely we know it a little more just naturally, but we do a great job of, and everybody on the team knows how much this game means. So I don't think there's anything that any more we could do to make the game, make people on our team understand the game. We all understand the game. We all know what's at stake. We all know we don't like those guys, and it's the biggest game, most important game of the year. You lose it, it's a bad season, and we all understand that. And like you said, we lost a close game to the number one team in the country. So I just think all we can do is regroup and move forward.
Jack, there's a lot of talk in the offseason about this team and how maybe felt a little tighter than teams in the past few years have. The fact that you guys had these conversations about everybody saying, hey, we're finishing this strong, we're playing in the Cotton Bowl, who knows what happens after that, but does it validate that conversation? It feels intentional, obviously, for you guys to say this isn't good enough way to end things.
Yeah, I think a lot of us, like you said, we're such a close team. Everybody loves everybody on this team, and not to quote something out of Jackie Moon, yeah, but we just have so much love for each other. When you go to work with guys every day in the off season for the last 3 years, you build those friendships, that brotherhood that lasts a lifetime, and you come to a stage, in your career like this, it just makes sense to go out one last time, no matter what anyone's going to decide to do. So,
That was really the conversations, and honestly, it was a really easy decision for a lot of us. But some guys are in different positions, and if some guys decide not to play, I fully respect and understand that, and I get it, and it makes complete sense. But a lot of us decided, we're going to play. Definitely us underclassmen, should play and need to play.
Jack, you were one of the leaders of the recruiting class for the 21 class. So was Kyle. I think you two were the first two.
Mm-hmm.
What was your reaction to him going in the portal?
Yeah, it was. I felt bad for him. I really did. Me and Kyle are really close on and off the field, and we've developed a friendship that's going to last a lifetime. And I really felt bad for him, how he was treated after those games, and I don't think it was fair. I think I understand that at Ohio State, the quarterback's expected to win games, and I don't think at all it was his fault that we lost that game in Ann Arbor. So I think it was unfair, definitely, and I love Kyle to death, and I wish him nothing but the best. And I just think it was unfortunate the way he ended his career here.
Jack, how did he handle that? I know you won't go into specific detail, but just being around him, how did he handle that? Not even just Michigan, just throughout the year.
Yeah, I think he handled it as best as you could, being in that position. At Ohio State, all the eyes are on the quarterback, and like I said, you're expected to throw for 4,000 yards, 50 touchdowns. It's a lot of pressure, especially when you're a first-time starter and you're playing on a bad wheel all year, and you're battling through it. You're handling stuff like a professional, like he did all season. It's just hard to see. I feel bad for him, as a friend, as a teammate. But I know Kyle is going to have success wherever he goes, and I wish him nothing but the best. And we're always going to stay in contact. Like I said, we're super close off the field.
Now Devin is the next man up.
Mm-hmm.
How much faith do you have in him? Obviously, you're a defensive player, but what have you seen from him in terms of leading you guys?
All of us have extreme confidence in Devin. Devin, is a super talented kid, and he's going to go out there and compete. You guys saw it early in the year before he got hurt. How exciting he can be with the ball in his hands, and when we use him on the goal line to run some touchdowns in, that was awesome for him, and I think it gave him a big confidence boost too. And we're all really confident in him. We think he can throw the ball really well. He makes good decisions, and we're excited to see him, hopefully lead this team to a good victory in the Cotton Bowl.
When you see number 33, do you think it's him or you?
I hope you guys will think it's me. Devin's only about 210, I think, so hopefully you guys can recognize that it's not me out there.
Twins.
Yeah.
When you see a lot of your teammates transferring, is that a hard thing to deal with, or is it just something that just feels like reality of college football now?
Yeah, I think it's definitely becoming a reality to college football, and I think for a lot of kids it makes sense a lot of times, and other times maybe it doesn't. But I think anybody in the college football world has a decision to make the best decision for themselves. And I think that's great. And so it is hard to see teammates leave when you build those friendships and those bonds up. It definitely sucks, to see guys leave, but it's kind of just where college football is at right now.
Who was your favorite Ohio State quarterback growing up?
My favorite Ohio State quarterback growing up? That's hard. Braxton Miller, was kind of like my era when we were all young. We all wanted to be like Braxton Miller, at recess on the playground. So I'd probably have to say him.
What if you looked up the next year and he was playing for the team up north? How would that make you think about college football and the?
If who was up there playing next year, Kyle?
No, I'm talking about Braxton Miller. If he woke up the next year, all of a sudden he's playing for a rival.
Oh, it changed completely, 100%.
How would you feel if it was Kyle?
I'm not going to answer that question.
PFF had you, I think, as the highest rated defensive player on this team. People judge defensive ends by sacks, which is pretty unfair. But how do you think you played this year?
I think I played solid, and I think defensively as a whole, we played really well all year, and you saw guys make leaps and bounds to their personal success, and you just saw guys just keep rising to the level that we all are expected to play to. And I think you see guys like Jordan Hancock have a great year. JT had another great year. Tyleek took a huge step, had a great year. Mike, all the list can go on and on. And we're just all in a blessed position to be playing at Ohio State, and we know the standard here, and we know that it's on us to raise it and for the next classes underneath us.
Jack, the flip description of like the Cotton Bowl from a lot of people around the country is it's meaningless, meaning
y'all aren't playing for the college football playoff, but you see some teams just strive to get into a bowl somewhere. What would you say to people who say this kind of game is meaningless?
Pardon my French, but I think that's kind of bullshit. This game means a lot to us and to the fans. You know, it's an opportunity to go out there and play and put our best foot forward and show the world who we really are. You know, after a tough loss to a good team, and so you know, all of us who are playing are super excited to be playing. You know, we got a great opportunity to play in the Cowboys Stadium. It's going to be a fun trip. It's going to be a lot of excitement to get to play a good SEC team in Missouri. They're a great team. And you know, it's a big game and it matters.
I don't think that's French.
It's Portuguese.